Hello, my awesome Aries, and thank you for joining me. Welcome to your general reading. This is just a general reading, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest. Also, if you do enjoy this, please do like, subscribe, share, all that other great stuff, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you won't miss out on any further readings or future readings. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This is just a weekly type reading, so we won't be doing reversals on this, but we'll go ahead and get started for you here. Let's see what we've got. Alrighty, hopefully you guys have been having a great week, and I'm so glad that you could join me here. So the first thing we have here is the Queen of Swords, and that does let me know that you guys are coming into some power. Okay, so I do feel like this is your time, okay? You may have been dealing with some rough patches, either in relationships or in your business life, jobs, family, whatever. But I do feel like for now, you are starting to see some shifts, okay? And if you haven't yet, you will be soon, okay? So I do feel like you are starting to come back into a place where you feel like you're getting control back, okay? So for those of you who felt like maybe you've been out of control for a long time, or just things have been like, you've been balancing all the balls and you're just dropping them, right? You're like, I'm losing control of everything, right? I can't keep it all together. Everything's falling apart. You know, work's not holding up great. I'm not in charge of things there. I'm not keeping it up together. I'm not doing it at home. I'm not doing it with my relationships, whatever. I do think this is going to change for you very soon if it hasn't already. So you may have been offered new opportunities, new relationship options, different things like that. And these are giving you new opportunities to kind of take back control, okay? Also, this may be, for many of you, it may be indicative of kind of some kind of where you're standing up for yourself, if that makes sense for some of you, where you're kind of like, enough's enough, right? So you're having to take back the power rather than it's actually coming to you just naturally or fluidly or organically. It's something where you're actually kind of taking back the power, right? You're like, enough's enough. I'm going to put my foot down. I'm giving ultimatums at work. I'm giving ultimatums at home, those kinds of things. And they may be what you are doing now, and that will come into play as you go out along, okay? Because the next card I see here is the Chariot card, and that is a positive movement forward card. So I do feel like whether it's something that you're kind of inflicting, where you're saying, hey, I am going to push this forward myself. I'm going to say enough's enough with the work situation. I don't like the way things are going. I'm going to put my foot down, or I'm going to put myself out there to take a new job, or, I'm going to say enough's enough and put my foot down with the way my relationship's going, or I'm going to put myself out there if you've been single and try for a new relationship, those kinds of things. I don't know whether that's the case for you. And that's what's kind of the catalyst to moving it forward, or it's just organically happening for you. But I do feel like all your work's paying off, or all your patience maybe is really paying off. And I see you moving forward in a very positive way, a very positive light. And I do see here the Two of Cups, okay? So this is letting me know that you are coming together in a very harmonious way with someone, okay? Now, again, for many of you, I do feel like this is a relationship type situation, okay? This is a partnership, kind of in a relationship type situation. But for others of you, this could be business. Take it as it resonates for you personally, but this could be business for you. If you are having real trouble with your family or with your business, this could be a coming together, back with a best friend, with a family member you had been really having strife with. This could be a work partnership that you're really forging forward on. And it could be something like that actually does turn into something more romantic. So take it as it resonates. But regardless, it's all moving forward in a very positive direction with someone else, okay? That's going to be a great opportunity, a good union, a good partnership, a good relationship, whatever that means for you. So let's see what your challenge card is though, okay? And so if you're asking yourself, should I be putting down the gauntlet? Should I be saying enough's enough? Should I be giving ultimatums? I do think that you need to take your power back to make this happen. If it's not something you're just kind of like already waiting for things, you've already kind of put things out there, feelers out there, that kind of thing. So, it may be something that now's the time that you say, hey, I'm going to put that Queen of Swords energy into motion, because that's what's going to propel me forward on my chariot to get to where I need to be. But let's see what your challenge card is on this movement forward. And it is the World, okay? So I know you're like, okay, great. The whole world's against me. No, that's not what that would mean in general. The world is kind of like a completion of something. So I feel like your movement forward for you is that you are having trouble moving forward to the next stage of your life because you are still in the process of completing another stage, okay? So for those of you who are like, okay, I want to move forward with a new job. I want to move forward with a new relationship. I want to move forward with, building a bridge and amends with family members, friends, whatever it may be. Your biggest challenge here is that you can't conclude it until you kind of, or rather you can't move forward until you kind of conclude the last chapter, as it were. So, if you're in a relationship still, maybe it's broken apart, maybe you're just trying to finalize everything on that, or they're still hanging around and you're letting them hang around a little too much, close that book, right? If, you're still letting work pull at you too much, to where you can't kind of get your new business off the ground or your new partnership off the ground and it's affecting you, close that chapter. Anything that's prohibiting you from moving forward, okay, it's really kind of keeping you tied to the past. What's kind of kept you out of balance, kind of kept you not moving forward, kind of kept you from being the best you could be, right? So you need to really kind of close that chapter, finalize it, bring that to full circle fruition so that you can move forward with a new chapter, right? So that's kind of going to be your challenge, right? And a lot of you, it's like, okay, but it's hard to cut this off cold turkey. It's hard to just quit a job if I don't know this new one's going to work out. I get that, right? It's hard to break off with this person, 100% because we have this tie together or that tie together, or, we've had such a long history. But unless you want to just keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result, you're going to have to, right? Okay. So, because this is going to be your challenge. Your challenge is letting go of that past chapter and, exercising good judgment and moving forward to get to a new, better chapter with a new, better partner. And again, that partnership, depending on what you're looking for, could be a relationship that is an actual, like romantic situation, or it could be a partnership in business. It could be family, friends, any of these, depending on what it is you're particularly looking for. But you're not going to be able to get there if you're still hanging on to the things that have kind of prohibited you from moving forward in the first place, right? So let's let go of those, okay? Now, we have the psychic deck here. So let's do a little bit of clarification here on the Queen of Swords and see what we can get for you on that. Kind of help give you a little bit more idea of what's going on there with that portion of your life. I do feel like for some of you, you may have already laid the groundwork for this. For others of you, you may still be on the fence. Do I need to, kind of take some control, be that strong Queen of Swords figure? And what it's saying here is moving on, okay? And I definitely think that's what's happening here. This is where, once you've gotten your strength, okay, you've made the decision maybe in your mind, but not actually put it into motion yet. If you haven't, you need to, okay? It's time to move on, right? So if you've been thinking about it, there's a reason you've been thinking about it. If you've been mulling it over, there's a reason. It's not working for you, whether it's the relationship, whether it's a situationship, whether it's a job, whatever it is. You have to let go, you have to release to receive, right? Okay, it's time to move on. And for those of you who've already kind of done the groundwork, maybe you've already put feelers out there for different jobs, or you've kind of put yourself out there to date maybe a little bit already because you are on the singles scene. I think this is where you are going to start actually seeing some fluid movement with things, opportunities, offers coming in. So make sure that you are just, showing some restraint as far as being very discretionary in what you do with your time and your efforts and your energy, because you are in a queenly type state and you want to keep it that way, right? You want to be treated like a queen, right? So gender neutral, of course, but when you're moving on, you want to make sure you don't get yourself down a path that you have to get out of again, right? Because that's what we're trying to avoid here, that closing out chapters that weren't great, right? So let's get the moon deck here and let's see what it has to say about the World card on the Chariot card. If we have any clarification here about it, but I definitely see that it's telling me that you need to be moving on. And if you haven't done the groundwork to kind of get yourself prepped and primed and ready for that, then do so. And if you need to actually throw down an ultimatum or a resignation or whatever, or walk out that door, then do it, because that's what you may need to do. Okay, and this one is darkness. And in this particular deck, darkness is kind of a hide and watch card. This is a card that I really do like this card because it's something where, people will tell you anything they want you to hear, right? Truth, lies, whatever. They will tell you what they want you to hear. They will show you what they want you to see, right? But it's kind of like actions speak louder than words. The darkness is like you're this little bunny here, right? You hide in the darkness, you listen, you learn, you watch, you observe. You do all these things, right? So that you can see people for their truth, okay? And that's going to show you more than you could ever get by just asking the questions sometimes, because people will sugarcoat or tell you what they want you to hear. Sometimes it's lies, or they'll put on their best foot forward for a short time. But what you want to do is you want to really see these people for who they are. And again, this is where I'm saying exercise discretion when you're moving forward. So watch the people that you're moving forward with, whether it's a business, whether it's a company, whether it's a relationship. See, what are they like with other people? What were they like with their past? If it's a business, go out there and look at anonymous reviews of the business, okay? Find out. If all the company people are saying horrible things about them, do you really want to work for them? This is the stuff where you can gain the most knowledge by just being kind of in the shadows, right? And that's going to help you to make the best decisions when you are on your chariot moving forward and closing out the chapters that you don't want, to also keep you from going back down that road, right? So just watch, learn. You can learn so much from observing, because again, actions speak louder than words most of the time, or words that are spoken anonymously can tell you a lot, right? So check that out, okay? And then on the last one here, we're going to use the general advice deck on the Two of Cups and see what kind of general advice we have on this Two of Cups, this relationship, situationship, partnership, whatever it may be for you specifically, and see if we can get some information on that for you, all right, to close you out. But so far, I do think everything's looking really, really great for you. I do feel like you are going to start gaining some ground, moving away from negatives, away from the things that have kind of held you back or made you not feel your best, and moving towards things that are going to be much better for you. So let's see what we've got here. All right, we have, you create your own reality. What you want wants you to. What do you want to experience? And again, I think this is perfect for this. This is saying you can create this reality. You can make this happen by relieving yourself of all of the negative past, anything that you've not let go of completely that's been holding you back. Finish that cycle. Get rid of it. Move forward intelligently, knowing the background, knowing the knowledge, and choose what you want for your future. Make it your choice and it will happen. Manifest that for yourself. And here it's telling you what you want wants you to, right? So you're knowing that this person or this job or this situationship or friendship or relationship, they want this as much as you do, okay? So you work with them on this, because you can ultimately create your own positive, happy, perfect destiny with this just by being careful, letting go of the past, releasing the negatives to receive the positives, and making sure that you're just being careful, due diligence and discretion here, making sure you know what you're getting into before you get into it. But when you do, I think you will be very happy with the outcome, okay? So I think everything's gonna work out wonderfully for you. Hope this did resonate with you. If it did, please do like, subscribe, share, all that other great stuff, and don't forget to hit your notification bell. Hope to see you back soon. Bye.